Okay, so there was some crazy shit that went down last night between the Los Angeles Kings and the Ottawa Senators game. Some punches were thrown, some meals were eaten, and we're about to have a look at it on the infamous Junkie. But first, let me introduce these imbeciles. Fighting for the Kings, we got a guy who's got a few loose connections in his brain, okay? Some wires are crossed up in there. His favorite boxer is Mike Tyson. He's clearly not a vegan. His dad's name is Claude, and he's widely known across North America for rearranging Chris Draper's face, and he's not even a surgeon. I'm talking, of course, about Brendan Lemieux. Now, on the other end of the short stick here, fighting for the Sens, we've got the captain, the ultimate little brother. He's a pure pissed. His biological father is Kane, the big red machine, and his fingers taste like moose sausages. Give it up for my man, Brady Tkachuk, who should be a Hab. Jeez. So, with the Kings leading this one by a score of 3-2 in the third period, we've got Lizotte going hard to the Sens net while the puck is covered, which is exactly what he should be doing. Brady Tkachuk comes in. He's not too happy with the way this game is going. He's trying to mix things up, and he decides to give Lizotte a little push from behind. Nothing too serious. But what Brady doesn't know is there is a psychotic lion also on the ice for the Kings in Brendan Lemieux. Lemieux skates up behind Tkachuk and gives him a shot to the lower back. Tkachuk, however, still looks interested in Lizotte and keeps pursuing him. And before we know it, we got a full scrum developing here. Eventually, though, Lemieux would pull Tkachuk from the dust. Tkachuk's helmet comes off, they hug it out, and they fall to the ice with Tkachuk on top of Lemieux. And this is where the real fight begins. Okay? These guys are about to look like a couple of high school girls fighting over Brad Pitt's number because our boy Lemieux. Let's just say if I was a psychiatrist, I would label this guy a threat to society. This guy's got a few screws loose, and somehow he ends up flipping Tkachuk over, so now Lemieux is on top of Tkachuk, which is not good. He starts throwing a couple of punches while they're down. Tkachuk gets his hand up in Lemieux's face, which would later prove to be a big mistake. These guys are clawing, they're slapping, they're punching, they're grabbing each other until finally Lemieux has enough. He runs out of steam and decides to, bite a piece of Tkachuk's hand off to, fuel up his energy, Mike Tyson style. This would only enrage Tkachuk even more, as you can imagine. If you watch real close, you could see Tkachuk throws a Thor fist at Lemieux now. He's clearly unhappy. It is just an all-around bad time for Brady Tkachuk. Your team is losing, your helmet's off, Lemieux is on top of you, and now you might have rabies and you gotta worry about a tetanus shot on top of all the other shit you're dealing with. The refs finally split them up. Tkachuk gets up and begins showing everybody the damage to his hand. He bit me. You can do some lip reading here. They get in the box, and it's just a comedy show for the fans. We got swearing, we got screaming, yelling, all kinds of shenanigans going on in there until the penalties are handed out and Lemieux gets sent to the dressing room a tad early in this one. So, what happens from here? Does Lemieux get suspended? I assume he does. That's just weird. Biting during a fight? It's some weird ass shit. You want to know what else is weird? The helmets that they're making the poor Los Angeles Kings players wear. Oh my god, look at that. This is the real crime here. It looks like it was made from debris from the Roswell crash. Jeez. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section, and hey, I'll see you next time.